Hey, this is Gary from 3Bug Media, and today we're going to answer the question, is Google AdWords profitable? And the answer is yes and no, and it depends, and we're going to discuss that today. Now, definitely some types of businesses do better than others when it comes to Google AdWords, especially if you're like a service business, if you're a contractor, a lawyer, things like that with a high ticket item. So if you're a contractor and your average sale is $10,000 or $15,000, then spending $200 on AdWords or $300 on AdWords is nothing, to get a sale like that. But say you're selling gift baskets or something like that, a lower priced item, then you don't have a lot of margin to work with. So it can definitely, it can work, but it's definitely harder to make that profitable in the long run. But if done right, pretty much any business can make it work, but some it's a lot easier than others, okay? But really when it comes down to answer this question, if it's profitable is, if you're basing it only on a one-time sale, like a one-time purchase and nothing else, then it can be definitely very difficult to make Google AdWords profitable. Like I said, unless you're selling high ticket items and you have a huge, profit margin on those items, then otherwise basing it off a one-time purchase can definitely be difficult. If you're basing it on a lifetime value of a customer, then yes, it can definitely, most types of businesses can make it work if you can turn them into lifelong customers or regular customers for your business. So when it comes to advertising, when it comes to Google AdWords, is everybody, in an ideal world, you'll make a lot of money off your AdWords campaigns. The reality is that you're not going to make, most likely you're not going to make a ton of money off your advertising campaigns. Really, the value comes is turning that first time customer into a regular customer for your business, and you may actually acquire that new customer at a loss or maybe a small profit, but really most of your profits are going to come on the back end when they come and become regular customers for your business. Okay, so your goal is to create a regular customer. It's not to get a one-time purchase when it comes to Google AdWords. You want to convert these people into customers for your business. So, how do you determine if something's profitable, if an AdWords campaign is profitable for you? Well, a couple questions that you need to ask. Number one, how much does a click cost? So Google AdWords is based on a cost per click basis. So every time somebody clicks on your ad, you pay whatever that cost is based on an auction and your competitors and things like that. Okay, so you want to know how every time somebody clicks on my ad and goes to my landing page or website, how much does that cost me? Secondly, you want to know how many clicks does it take for me to make a sale? Okay, how many of these one-off clicks do I need to get in order to make a sale? The next question is, what is the average sale value? What am I selling? Am I selling a $100 item, a $50 item, a $10,000 item? What is each sale worth? What's the average value of each sale? And lastly, hopefully you know these numbers. A lot of businesses don't. How many times do they buy from me? What is the lifetime value of a customer? So if you've been in business for a long time, hopefully you know this. On average, people tend to buy from you 2 or 3 times or 5 times or 10 times. You know these numbers. So to give you an idea how it works is, say a cost per click is $1. Every time somebody clicks on an advert, it costs you $1, okay? And you figure out through your statistics, your analytics, that it takes about 20 clicks on my ad before I can register one sale. What is the average sale value? Well, in this case, it's say $50. So now you know it's costing you $20 to make a $50 sale. Now, if you're a service business, maybe a yoga studio or something like that, maybe that's not a bad deal for you. If you're selling a product and you have, cost to produce that product, then maybe that's not that great of a deal, or maybe that's even a money loser for you. When you take it to the last step, what's the lifetime value? And you know that, once I get a customer, they tend to buy 3 times over their life. So now you know that a lifetime, this customer is worth $150 from you because they're going to buy from you at least 3 times over the course of their life. So it really comes down to, are you going to base your profitability off a one-time purchase, off that $50 purchase that cost you $20 to make, or are you going to base it off of the lifetime value of the customer? Okay, so if you can turn somebody into a regular customer for your business, they become, the cost to acquire them becomes much cheaper and much more of a value than it is to just base it off that one-time purchase. So whenever you're doing advertising, whether it's Google AdWords or Facebook, your goal should be to take that customer, take that person, take that one-time customer and turn them into a lifetime customer. And you do that through email marketing, incentives, regular communication and marketing to them afterwards to get them to buy over and over again. And that's where Google AdWords and similar platforms become very profitable for your business. If you have no strategy like that and you're basing everything off a one-time purchase and then you don't care what happens after that, making Google AdWords profitable can definitely be difficult. Okay, so hopefully this gave you a little bit of an explanation of if Google AdWords is profitable for you. If you have any questions or you want to learn more about Google AdWords and online advertising, you can go to 3bugmedia.com. Thank you very much and have a good day.